Hello, 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 y'all. Okay, we're gonna get started, y'all. We're gonna get started. Oh my goodness, it was supposed to be days I did this. I couldn't do it yet. I couldn't do it. I couldn't. I needed to speak freely. I needed to be free, y'all. I am free. I am free. So, I am free. And when I say free, like I am no longer employed by a corporation, okay? I have freed myself from the hands of corporations. And so, like I told y'all a couple days ago, like my throat felt closed. Okay? And so I needed to be able to like freely do this reading. And so now I can, okay? Now I can. And so we're going to talk about how powerful you are, how powerful we are. For all these attacks, we're going to talk about these attacks, okay? We're not going to like talk about a lot of, I don't know. I can't say that. I can't say what we is and what we ain't going to talk about. Whatever come through the reading is what come through the reading. Rich rising, peace and prosperity to you and the divine collective as well. Yes, 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 yes. Okay? But I needed to be free in order to do this reading, and now I am. And y'all, I cannot wait to see what comes out. I just kind of want to get some of this stuff off of my desk. As a witch. Where is that deck of cards at? Hi, baby. Let me see what that cookie thing look like.
It's in the thing.
Okay, hold on one second, y'all.
These shoes you got on look weird.
They so cute, aren't they? They weird, but they cute. Mommy ain't talking about my shoes. She's talking about they look weird. Let me show y'all what my shoes look like. It's so funny.
Like, oh, they so cute.
They ain't gonna, I don't care if they think they cute or not, but they some Uggs. But they go with my little Marc Jacob purse. A cookie pie. Oh, okay. Damn, that bitch hot, warm. Hot and warm like me. Hot tot. You talking about that was from Father's Day. She was like, yeah, I can still make it. I can still make it. I'm like, okay. No. She didn't know what I was talking about at first. Where is my Axe a Witch deck? Woo! All right, y'all. So how is everything going on y'all end? I don't know where that deck is. I can't even. I guess because I'm not using it, I can't even see it right now. I can't see where it is. Okay. All right. I'm reading a new book. It's called Beloved Witch, by one of the first high priestess of India. It's a really good book. Really good book. That was something that she told us to read, so we're gonna read on it. It is a very older book. I think it's from like It's one of her first books, because I read another one of her books. When did they? 2000. First published in year 2000. So, yeah. So, all right, guys. We are going to tap into the energy. So, dear divine, please bless and charge me and the collective, the divine collective, with the energy to bring a balance to our complete being, physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually. Everything that is in confusion state, that needs to be discussed. Divine, I'm asking you, bring it to the light so that we can clarify it. We can get our questions answered. I'm asking you to pull the energy of those that are willing and open to receive this message. Those that are not willing and open to receive this message, I'm asking you to block their whatever the fuck else they here to do, okay? I'm asking you, divine, to block that out, okay? Thank you so much, divine. I ask you to protect me as I channel and mediumship in between the spirits, our highest vibrational self, the collective, our divine consciousness, and the unconscious spirits. I ask that you protect me as I do this work and protect the collective so that no harm may come to any. And nothing that is not supposed to stay stays. Okay. Thank you so much, divine. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. And then let me go ahead and hit the dowsers. Okay. Thank you so much, divine. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. I'm asking Archangel Michael to protect me as I channel this message. There's so much love. Okay, thank you so much. Back to center. Back to center. Do I have permission to douse during this session? Yes. All right, thank you so much. All right, thank you so much. All right. Jama Khalid, Jama Durga, Bauta Sri Saeed, may peace be with all. Thank you so much, Mother Mira. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much, Mother Mira. Thank you so much, Archangel Michael. All right, let's get started, okay? What incense are we gonna burn? I actually had an incense that I wanted to burn. We are going to burn. We're gonna burn this success incense, and we're gonna burn okay. I'm gonna lie, babe. I miss our door. Oh, you know what? And you know what's crazy, y'all? Okay, so it's been a lot of stuff in the last week or two, right? And I haven't really been able to talk about it. I've been kind of talking in like riddles. Y'all seen me come on here or whatever the case is. So now that I'm not under a corporation, I can actually talk about this, right? Because I don't have anything that's holding up my throat chakra or anything like that. So I had a moderator on my channel, and I'm not gonna speak too much on it, but she got exposed. She got exposed. She got exposed. And the reason why I'm not going to speak too much on it is because I already did a banishing ritual. But I had a moderator that was on my channel that literally tried to siphon my energy. I think, well, it was one moderator. I won't say she wanted to siphon my energy, but she did, she just did a lot of shit that I didn't like. And she a crybaby. Okay, so that was one. That's a cut. I don't like that victim shit. I don't like that. I don't like people that don't like to do the work, right? So that's one moderator. The other moderator, you guys won't be seeing her on my channel anymore, but her name is Lori. And yeah, so we're not going to my husband just gave me that look. So you guys, we do not have a moderator. I will not have a moderator on my channel. Abby's here, but she doesn't really moderate. She just I just gave her that, so when she comments it's highlighted. But she doesn't really moderate for sure. But I will not have a moderator on my channel anymore because I don't know the people on the internet. And People on the internet are weird. They're weird, especially when you're in the spiritual community. Especially when you are in the spiritual community and you're as powerful as somebody like me. Sometimes you cannot have certain people just like constantly being in your space and doing stuff for you. You got to do it yourself. So with that being said, you guys, over the course of the next few weeks or whatever the case is, next year, it's my story. So I'm always going to tell my story. I'm always going to tell my story. And I think that's like one of the big problems is that people want me to lie. Okay, they want me to lie. They want me to not tell the truth. So by being in corporation and essentially hiring this girl, right? It kind of, I was like, damn, I can't say certain things. She could report me. And I realized that, she was the enemy once I met her in person. I didn't online, you could be an energy reader, you could be all that, but people can cloak their energy, right? And when her spiritual, whatever, I don't even want to say her because I don't think I know this sounds crazy, but I don't think it's her. I actually think it's her partner, and I think it's the spirits that she goes with, right? So you know what? Let me. I gotta stop doing that. I guess because I haven't read her in so long. I didn't read the girl in so long. Like I haven't done a reading on her, in a while. That I don't know. I miss clues. I'm not perfect. I was being human first and not a spiritualist first because I was in corporation. But then, like, just the final days, I just packed all my stuff out of the kitchen. And just like, I'm not protected here. I'm protected. But what really did it was when one of the patients had told me that, Callie, that they would be chanting. I told y'all about this when I was at the storage, but they'll be chanting and Callie would come and they would see Callie in me. And then what really did it was somebody else. So my aura is naturally yellow orange, right? It's naturally like yellow and orange. And that's when I go to work, that's the aura that I put, right? So, well, that's the aura that is present. And so somebody had told me, like, Alexis, I don't know what's going on with you, but your aura has changed since you brought this person in the kitchen, right? Which was Lori. I brought Lori into the kitchen. And she just looked different in person. She just changed overnight. And then another thing, y'all, I'm going to say this and I'm not going to mention it no more because I don't like saying nothing about kids. Another thing is that always rubbed me wrong about Lori, but I was too much of a pussy bitch to say something, and I'm admitting this, right? Was that she named her child Sakai. Okay? I always had a problem with that. And I was too much of a pussy bitch to say anything, right? However, when I hired her at the job, and her boyfriend had said, oh, Alexis, you need to get your godson. Y'all, I do not play about godhood. So it was very weird for me that she had even tried to name me as this child's godparent when you did not ask me for permission to even name that child. I have children myself, and my partner, not my husband, but my partner that I share those children with, Sakai's father, he has children. We always agreed to never use the name Sakai. We would let our kids use that name. And so that kind of always rubbed me wrong. But I was like, you know what? I got to get over that. And I will come on this channel and I would tell y'all, like, I don't own Sakai. Sakai means the world. You know, anybody can use this name. Anybody can have this. But for somebody to be my moderator, to be somebody that jumped up and quote unquote moved to Houston, even though I asked her, I said, you know, you're not coming to Houston for me, right? And she was like, well, no, I was already moving here, da 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 da. But she made it seem like I brought her here to Houston. If I brought her to Houston, she would have had money, right? She wanted to, and there's nothing that she can say because all calls is monitored, recorded for quality assurance and purposes, and all text messages are kept, right? They wanted to get money out of me. They wanted to siphon my energy, okay? When I seen her in person, she looks completely different than the cloak that she put on at a distance, okay? She never did like some things that I asked her to do. That should have been red flag number one, but I was like, you know what? She's young. I want to give her a chance. I want to give her an opportunity. And I did do her a reading a couple years ago before she had the baby. I did do a reading for her. But, you know, Lori, if you are watching this, you do need to go back and listen to my reading that I did where I think it was a couple readings ago, live readings where I said that somebody planted a baby within a woman in order to get to somebody. I don't know if I was talking about you then, but I know I'm talking about you now based off of the things that you have said about how you got pregnant and whom, what, where, what. I am free. I can say what I want now. This is my channel. I can do all that. Okay? I don't got to bite my tongue for anybody. I don't owe nobody nothing. After I left this job, because they had asked me to prepare some things, right? And mine just started talking to me like, get your stuff right now. Don't let nobody steal nothing from you. Get your stuff. So I had packed up all my things that I had in the company and I brought my shit home. Okay. The next day, I tossed and turned all night. The next day, I was like, you know what? Bitch, you rich. It is what it is. It is what it is. Go do your banishing ritual. Skip all that what somebody else wants you to do or what you need to do that you want to do for the company. You get what I'm saying? A company that's not really protecting you. And you can't protect the company when the company has so many demons and devils in it that are designed to bring you down, right? And I myself was responsible for bringing another demon into there that is, or an entity, I'm going to say an entity, into there that was designed to bring me down. This woman was psycho, y'all. She was psycho. I've seen the energy on her and I tried to ignore it, but even when she was there, I told her, I said, I don't know how long you gonna last. Boom. She ended up getting fired. If that was my friend, if I brought her down here, anything, I would have been looking out for her. But I couldn't shake the feeling that I was getting off of her. I could not shake that feeling. I couldn't. I can't, I ain't. This woman is a stalker, essentially. She's a stalker and a siphoner. She tried to use my dead son to get to me, tried to plant her son off on me. That's not a destiny swap. That's siphoning. That's siphoning. That's somebody that wants to live and be in your skin. We don't do that around here, right? And so I had started using my divine pivot. I was using another oil, but I started back using my divine pivot oil. And I was like, I'm at a crossroad, you know, because I like the kitchen. But I couldn't. And $77,000 a year is not worth my soul. No money price is worth my soul. So I couldn't, okay? I couldn't. I tried, I couldn't. And so I just took all my things and I got up out of there. I left their stuff or whatnot. But baby, I'm free and I feel good about it. But for the last week, I have been trying to do this reading that says, we got to be powerful. After all these spiritual attacks that we went through, right? there has to be some power. I'm gonna put the camera up like that. There has to be something that is radiating off of you. I didn't have one spiritualist move, and I never knew this girl, never had no conversation with this girl. That girl, Eva, she moved from Baltimore to Houston to try to destiny swap with me. I got those girls that's in California or wherever they at, those girls, I don't know where they at. Those motherfuckers. Motherfucker in Louisiana. Motherfucker come from South Carolina, Jersey, wherever the fuck she came. I don't even know. For real. I don't know. Nah, she came from South Carolina because I sent her some stuff online, right? She came from South Carolina. Her tried to come close to me. The other one tried to, she didn't want to listen. So it's just like, I'm just going to keep my distance from people online, okay? I'm going to keep like my whole spiritual distance from people online. I do have a physical location, and that was the other thing too. When she first got here, before she got here, I was going to be like, oh, you know what? I'm going to take her to my godmom, have her get her cleansed, have her get her life together because I know, right? So I'm like, I'm gonna take her to my godmom, and I'm gonna help her get her shit together and help start walking her back into her spirituality so she can tap back in with her own powers, right? Because of what she was saying that she felt. Now, the two girls that these are two moderators that I just had. I had Amazing Grace and I had Lori, right? Those both two girls had told me that they were having problems with their spirituality. One said she had lost her dreams. She had lost her dreams. She had kind of, like wasn't receiving anything, but she wanted to do Reiki. So I tried to help her with that. She didn't want to listen. She didn't want to, she said that I was a cult, that I was, come back in 10 minutes, girl. Okay? Come back in 10 minutes. I love you, girl. Come back in 10 minutes. What you talking about? Y'all want me to show y'all my shit so that y'all can start trying to break my shit off, okay? Rich Rising. So yeah, so like I said, one girl, that was her. Then Lori having her spiritual problems that she was having. So it's like y'all want help, but see, y'all want me to give y'all my recipes, and I end up getting all my spiritual stuff by the grace of God. I end up getting everything that I had sent to Lori. When she came to Houston, she had asked me if she could put a few things into my storage unit, and I let her because I didn't want her. I'm such a realist, right? It costs more gas the heavier your vehicle is. So if she didn't have nowhere to go, I'm like, you could put some of the stuff in my storage, so that way you're not, riding around with all your stuff and all of that. And so she put the stuff into storage. It ended up being everything spiritual that I had sent her. So I end up getting my things back and being able to do a ritual to banish her about. And right after I finished the ritual, I got a phone call because I text somebody earlier and I was like, I think I'm gonna just come out of corporation. Like I think I'm gonna have to just come out of corporation, or I'm gonna have to choose between corporation and my spirituality, and I'm gonna choose my spirituality, right? And so right after I did that, and y'all see me because I was on live, I burnt a ton of ancestor money. And right after that, somebody calls me and they tell me that all my debts are paid. They was like, hey, you paid your debts. You paid your debts off. And I'm like, this is so much confirmation for me. 122, right? I'm like, this is crazy that you calling me and telling me this, that I paid off my debts, because I said that. I said that during the ritual and nobody was there. Y'all, we on live. This person ain't on live, okay? This person ain't on live. And that's the truth about it, right? So, anywho, we're going to tap into the reading. No more on them. It is what it is. They are non-motherfucking factors. They energy come up in the reading. They better take what resonate, leave what does not. But they can only watch. They can only watch. There's no more participating. They got, you know, taken out of the class because this level is not for, it's not for victimhood. It's not for babies. This girl came in my face talking about, I'm so tired. I don't want to, when do I get a break? We don't get a break in spirituality. We don't get a break. And this is not the place for victimhood. Ace, last time you put your AC. Come on, baby. Come on. Go ahead. I got a new book, y'all. Got a new book from storage. I took everything out of there but my mother mirror picture. I left that for them. I'm so happy. Y'all understand, like, when you work for a place and if they let you go, they decide what they're taking, what you get to take out of there. Me, I had invested so much stuff into that kitchen, into that building. I just was like, ain't nobody about to steal from me no more. You know, I really firmly believe, I'm not accusing, but I do believe that Lori took my watch and that she took a notebook off of my desk. I really, and I think that was like the final thing that Spirit seen happen. Yeah, I think that was like the final thing that Spirit seen happen. It was like, oh hell no, this is crazy. Yeah, she kind of set herself up for it because the watch, I always take my watch off at work. It was a Coach watch. I always take my watch off at work. But that particular watch, I bought it while we was together. And I took it off and put it on my table. And usually I wear my Apple Watch. If anything, somebody is still a goddamn Apple Watch that's not connected to my phone. Somebody is still the Apple Watch before they steal a Coach watch, right? I think so. I would believe so. But anyway, maybe they just like, oh no, she could track the Apple Watch. Let me steal her Coach watch. But I left cash on my desk, okay? Cash on my desk with people, and nobody stole anything until I brought her into the kitchen. Never stole nothing from me until I brought her into the kitchen. And my watch come up missing, and it was on my desk because I take my watch off and put it on my desk. But so was her notebook. Her notebook was on my desk. And I wrote a little note in there. I hope she see it, but maybe she'll rip it up and whatnot. And I told her to remember who she is. You know, like, don't let nobody else tell you who you is. The person that she with want to try to make it seem like she's so schizophrenic and that she's so crazy and stuff like that. And, you know, try to give her a quote unquote a little pass or something. But I'm like, nah, that's not who she is. She powerful. But she just need to remember. So, anywho, can't save them. I don't want to save them. Can't save them. All right, thank you so much, Divine. All right, Find Your Magic is the cards that I'm using. What?
Can't save them. Don't want to be saved.
Oh, can't save them. They don't want to be saved. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Can't save them. They don't want to be saved. Can't save them. I love my husband. He like, man, I had to make a promise to him too. And so I promised my husband that I wouldn't be nice anymore. The Magician in reverse. Alright. To these fake ass people. It is what it is. Alright. So let's see what the message is. We just spent 30 minutes telling my story. I'm gonna put timestamps on this. These cards is new. Let me hit them with the pine. All right. Because I do want to use these cards. They've been with me a couple days. I've been putting my energy on them. And I actually thought that I would feel like sad. But I feel like my throat chakra is open. You're the best Virgo son I ever had.
Appreciate it.
Did you eat something?
Yeah.
And you have water?
Yeah.
And what about a snack or something? Huh?
I'm good. I'm a soldier.
A snack. Take a snack or something. Orange. Take some oranges. Take an orange. Take like 2. Now those pills you could put outside. The orange pills.
What's the difference?
Cause it's compost. It helps the ground. Oranges, bananas. It's like putting vitamin C. So take you a couple oranges.
For sure.
Alright. So let's see what the energy is. Y'all watch the cards, don't watch me. Y'all know I don't like spiritualists that don't show their cards and stuff. I'll be like, what it fell out as? For real. Because they just say anything. I don't trust nobody online no more. If they ain't showing their cards. Look, if they ain't showing their cards. Men lie, women lie, spiritualists lie. Show me the evidence, right? Thank you so much, Divine. All right, let's see what is the energy of this reading. What is the energy of this reading? Clear. Please clear out all my situations. Let me take this bracelet off. Out of the energy. God, look at my watch thing. I took that picture. It's Venus. It's Venus and the moon. It's so dope. Alright. Let's see what the energy is. Thank you so much, Divine. Oh, don't start with that. Okay. Alright. Wow. Healer. Healer. First card out. Healer. Intuitive Kev and Divinity. Divinity and Pathway. Thank you so much. First card's out. Healer. Intuitive Kev. Divinity and Pathway. Alright. So, bam. Starting the reading off already on a good high note. Alright. Somebody has a strong 8th house placement. Could be a strong Scorpio placement. You could be a Scorpio sun and a Scorpio rising. You can also have a Scorpio Venus as well, y'all. Y'all can have a Scorpio in the 7th house, which is sticky there because it's itching to get to the next house. All right. Sagittarius is activated. Sagittarius energy is activated. The ancestors have arrived. We got a lot of this right here is high spirituality from the very beginning. High spirituality. Gemini, Scorpio. Well, I already said Scorpio. Thank you so much. Gemini, Leo, and Taurus. All right, thank you. Thank you so much. All right. So the veil. All right, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, give me this energy of divinity and pathway. All right, someone may have tried to take you off of your path. All right, take you off of your path. All right. Family is coming out. This is a generational path. This is like something generational. You could be a generational healer. You could also be someone that is like a human spirit guide. So you could feel as if like you are a oracle for divine. All right, give me the energy between intuitive Kev and divinity. All right, give me the energy between intuitive Kev and divinity. Bondage. All right. So feeling stuck in between being a good spiritualist, a good healer, and then also still following your path. There's something, someone could have a career in law enforcement, or wanted a career in law enforcement. Sixth house is activated. You could be a Virgo, or you, oh, that's your career. Give me bondage. What is the collective? How is this playing out with, ooh, priest in reverse? Thank you so much. All right, thank you so much. Libra, Aries, thank you so much, Divine. Give me priest in reverse with bondage. Rich guy. All right, so there's something about money here. There's something about money where you feel tied up, where you feel as if like you can't do certain things because you're chasing the check. You know, this particular Sagittarius full moon has kind of like, your ancestors have said this is your path. This is the way that you're supposed to do things, right? This is the way that you're supposed to go about doing things. But maybe the way that you're supposed to go about doing things, it doesn't bring in a lot of prosperity. It doesn't bring in a lot of money, right? And that's where you kind of like, and you can have like a family, you can have like your family support in one area, if you go and do what they want you to do, right? If you get a job, if you are doing this, then you have like your family support. But when you go against that, whatever it is that your family wants you to be doing, right? When you go against that, that's when like you feel as if like you're tied up, like you don't have a way to do certain things, like, oh, I don't have support, or something in that matter, right? And it also takes you away from your spirituality. Give me the energy between veil priest and healer. Give me that energy. What is healer? What is the healer? Thank you so much. And again, this deck is called Find Your Magic. Okay, what is the energy of the healer? All right, the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah. So if you, like I said, with the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, if you are someone that is torn between like spirituality or doing one particular career and choosing another career, I'm getting that, you know, you're not going to always have the support of certain people. You're not going to have the support of certain people. These people could be your family. I'm definitely picking up on family energy not supporting you, right? With what it is that you want to do or what you got to do. And you know, that's always hard. I'm so happy that I not only was I born into a family that borderline supports me, you know, there are a couple family members, but there's also, you know, my husband, my extended family. Well, he ain't my extended family. That's my man now, right? Like, that's my man. But he supports me. But everybody, there's somebody in the collective that's not getting that support. Like, they know they're supposed to be a healer, but there's talk. Like, maybe whatever you're doing spiritually is not like paying. It's not bringing in any money. Okay. What is this veil? What's the veil? Thank you so much, Spirit. What's the veil? It's so weird. Somebody's fingers is being pointed out. Wow. The Nine of Wands. My hands just started itching too. So with the Nine of Wands, the veil, this is delays. This is, somebody can live in like a townhouse or something, and they're supposed to be packing to move. or somebody's moving into a townhouse. A townhouse is significant. It has stairs that leads to up. Well, of course, the stairs lead up. But the townhouse kind of feels like open. It kind of feels as if this is like one of those 1 or 2 bedroom townhouses where the bedroom is upstairs, like soon as you go up the steps. But it's not much else up there. It's just like a bedroom and a bathroom. But someone is like openly crying up there. And I could also feel too that there's someone downstairs that's like, I'm not going up there. I'm not going to baby them. I'm not going to say anything to them. That person that is beneath you, that's under you, that's downstairs from you, is the one that's kind of doing, you know, that's so negative. Like, they're negative. So as a healer, you felt, you know, delayed in a lot of your processes, or like in your progress and things that, you know, you wanted to maybe put out there or you wanted to do. You felt delayed. You felt as if you had to cloak your energy, as if you had to hide or pretend who you are. All right, there's family members that don't support you. This is also like kind of generational. I don't know if it's like your person family member, or like their ancestors. All right, thanks so much. I just got chills, y'all. I just got chills. Loft vibes, okay? Yes, loft vibes. That's what it's giving, loft. But maybe there's somebody in your Is there something else I can help with? Wow. Maybe there is someone in your partner's family that doesn't support what it is that you do. It could be a brother or it could be a sister. If you're a male, it's probably a sister. If you are a female, it's probably a brother. Okay. And I'm just going off of the images on the cards and what I'm picking up off of it. This person that's in the green, they have their back turned towards me. They kind of is giving me the vibes of like they don't really want me to see what it is that they're doing. The 10 of Pentacles being in reverse. This is an ancestral card. So it's almost like they're pulling finances maybe from your partner. Somebody could be borrowing money. Thank you so much, Spirit. And you know, you could be a Reiki healer. Wow, the Page of Wands, y'all. You could be a Reiki healer, or you could be learning something new in spirituality, but it has something to do with using your hands. My hands just start itching when this card came out. Like my hands is already itching, but they itching for real now. My right hand too, right? And so this is the receiving hand. What's the veil? What's being hidden with the veil? Y'all know I like to jump between cards. What's being hidden with the veil? Thank you so much, Spirit. Fake confidence. Fake confidence, y'all. It says, real power whisper. It doesn't need to convince. It embodies. I let my actions prove what my ego no longer needs to say. All right. It says, performance without foundation. Inflated words can fill an empty core. When validation becomes your oxygen, truth starts to suffocate. All right. So somebody could be trying to prove. Okay. And then air and fire. What is that? Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. And then fire. Aries, Leo, Sag. Air and fire meeting mind, meeting projection, okay? So definitely feel as if somebody is trying to project whatever it is. Okay, thank you so much, Spirit. Whatever it is that they've been through, whatever traumatic thing that they've been through, they're trying to like project it off onto you, right? They're trying to make it be as if it's you. And they're hiding behind this veil and what they're pulling forward is like fake confidence. You get what I'm saying? As if they're strong, as if they're powerful, as if they're the ones that's taking action, as if they're the ones that is intuitive care. Thank you so much, Divine. But really, they're a false priestess or a false priest. Thank you. Wow, entity attachment in reverse. And I was thinking about intuitive care. So these people have tried to put a entity on. They tried to put an entity like on you. But at the end of the day, like nothing is actually like sticking. Nothing is sticking. Give me this entity attachment. Why is this entity attachment? And then it says unseen core formed. Not every thought or let me see what it says. Unseen cord. Unseen cord. So like I said, they're trying to attach something to you. And that's what's hiding behind this veil too. Not every thought or urge is yours. Unhealed wounds can become doorways for energies that drain or distort or deceive. Boundary, prayers, and conscious living closes that door. What is truly yours can never be taken. What is not can, but what isn't can be released. Okay, what is truly yours can never be taken. What isn't can be released. Okay. So this feels as if someone is, like I said, is trying to attach their wounds to another person. There could be a battle between a Reiki healer and another Reiki healer, like. And you know one thing about doing Reiki is like when we do Reiki healing, we actually can feel how powerful the person is, okay? This is why you need to make sure that you go into like a legit spiritualist that you trust to actually tap into your Akashic records, aka if you go into a psychic medium, we do read from Akashic records, okay? We read from Akashic records. Let me say that again. All psychic mediums read from Akashic records. All right. If you want an astrologist to break down like your charts and stuff like that, that's not a psychic medium. Okay. And the thing is with like being a Reiki healer, when you go to a Reiki healer, okay, so when I do Reiki on somebody, I scan the body, right? I scan the core, I scan the energy. I see where I need to send energy to. All right. If they're not already like telling me certain things, right? But even if they telling me stuff as a responsible Reiki healer, I still scan. Okay. I still scan because I don't want nobody to come back. I don't want anybody to come back and be like, oh, now I'm having headaches, but I didn't scan the crown because at first you was telling me you was having chest pains. You get what I'm saying? But I didn't scan the crown. So I'm going to scan the whole body. Like, we're going to scan the whole body and I'm going to tell you what comes up. I don't talk a lot. I just heal that particular area. I send energy towards that particular area, right? What's happening is that you may have went to either a Reiki healer or someone has done unauthorized Reiki on you. Or they tried to. And they could have been trying to attach an entity to you where one part of your body was lacking, okay? And it could have also been, thank you so much, Spirit. It could have been a client. It could have been a client. When I'm looking at the Page of Wands and I'm looking at the fake confidence and I'm looking at the veil, this could have been a client or it could have been a student or something like that, right? They wanted you to take on their fake ass confidence in this entity, all right? And it didn't work. It didn't work. There's something that you've seen, all right? 8th and 7th house is being activated here. There's something that you see. You could be a Leo or a Virgo. You could be sitting on the cusp of Leo and Virgo, right? Thank you so much, Spirit. What's bondage? What's bondage with veil? What's bondage with veil? Wow, Aquarius. Okay. So these two cards came out before in another reading that I did, and it literally just popped up in my head. So the thing is with the intuitive Kev, on this particular card, intuitive Kev has the Leo sign, right? And the very last time I pulled intuitive Kev, because he just started coming out in my readings, right? The Aquarius card comes out, right? Someone could be trying to, you either have Leo in the 10th house, or you have it in the 11th house, or your north and south node is Leo or Aquarius, or these are one of your big spirit is stopping me, Sam. I want to say like one of your big three. Leo or Aquarius is in one of your big threes, right? And man, your creativity is off, and also your connection to divine is off. With Aquarius energy coming out, that's the crown chakra, y'all. That's the crown chakra. And it's like, it's something that is, who's veiling? Thank you so much, Divine. Who is veiled? Give me that here. Who is veiled? The moon. Whoever has Leo and Aquarius in the moon sign. And then the Five of Swords, y'all. Look at that. Look at that. And it's the moon in reverse and the Five of Swords in reverse, y'all. The moon in reverse and the Five of Swords in reverse. And there's a petition that you wrote out a while ago. There's a petition that you wrote out a while ago. And I'm getting that maybe you had some flowers around it. Some sort of flowers, like roses, or it's a rose. It's a rose, or either it's lavender. That petition is being brought back to the forefront, right? It's being brought back to the forefront. Spirit, what are you saying about this petition? This may have been like a ritual or something, but definitely feel as if like someone tried to tap into your energy while you was doing some sort of work, some type of healing work. And because I said what is veiled. So it's like somebody's hidden intention, somebody that, has been fucking with your spiritual work. And it's because whatever you wrote in this petition, it was going to manifest. And so Spirit is kind of bringing this back to the forefront. Your petition could have something to do with a family, like bringing a family back together, like bridging the family back together. It could also have something to do with like having a baby, or either, when I say having a baby, like creating something as well too. Like, not just like an actual physical rocking baby, but like, this is my baby. Whatever was inside of that petition, I need to look up what lavender is for. Let me look up what lavender is for, y'all, real quick. Like, spiritually, what is lavender for? Give me 1 second. Let me look up what lavender is for. Do I have, where's my iPad? Let me get my iPad. Let's see. Does anybody know what lavender is for? Like that specifically is standing out to me right now. Lavender. The Lost Book of Herbal Remedies. No, that's not gonna help me here. I don't know where my y'all. I haven't like actually been like in my house sitting down. Cause when I get to doing something, I be done put it somewhere else. I be done put my stuff somewhere else. But let me get my iPad on and see what look at that. The Nine of Swords want to come out. No. I should that. All right, we're gonna continue the reading, but something significant about lavender. Maybe you wrapped a petition in lavender or something. This is not even an iPad charger. Okay. Hold on. All these regular chargers I have. Hold on. What? Who is that? What is that? What you call me? No, you didn't. You said what? Who is that? No, that's not what you said. Don't play with me. Don't fucking play with me. I don't know what that nigga said. I don't know what he said, dog. Don't play with me, T. Clear. All right. So, like, okay, lavender spiritually meaning is deeply rooted in purity, tranquility, and protection. Okay. So, all right. So something with lavender, with a petition that you wrote out. And maybe you took a spiritual bath, maybe you've been using lavender or whatnot. But I want y'all to go back in y'all journal histories or whatnot, or y'all petition histories, or maybe you need to put lavender into a spiritual bath. I know that I drink like lavender tea. I don't know why I be using lavender. My mind is blank on it right now, right? But there's something significant about lavender in a petition that was wrote. All right, what is being veiled? Why is the moon in reverse? Why is Five of Swords in reverse? All right, besides that, people are weird. Someone may have tried to do like a humiliation ritual on you, or they feel as if this humiliation ritual will result in you losing a baby or a child. Someone may have been claiming to be pregnant and they weren't, but they were claiming to be pregnant by using your energy, okay? Wow, they're mad because you paid them no mind. All right, they're mad because you paid them no mind. And this is what it was too. This is what it was while you were doing your spiritual work, while you were doing certain healings. They literally are super mad. So it says scorn love. An old fling of your current or recent ex-partner is still feel deep pain of rejection and betrayal. At the bottom of the deck, y'all, it says lavender sage, y'all. Lavender sage. And it says clears away negative thoughts energies, harmonize the mind, and enhance intuition, inspires loving feelings. Thank you so much, Spirit. That's what I needed to get to. I'm like, I know it's lavender somewhere, okay? Y'all, I can't make it up. Look at that. Lavender sage, okay? So someone probably needs to get some lavender sage. I know I will be. I'm going to wrap some lavender leaves on my sage. Let's see if we have lavender right now to burn. Because when spirits start talking, we just need to start listening, okay? Let me get some lavender, y'all. Yes, I'm moving. I'm doing a lot. I got to stay protected. If I got to protect the community, I got to protect myself too. After all of the darkness and sadness, finally. Oh, found some. Got it. Anti-stress. They talking about anti-stress lavender sticks. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and burn some lavender sage. I'm talking about lavender sage, some lavender incense, okay? I'm burning one at a time because lavender make me relax. All right, 1 second, y'all. Okay. All right, I just have to do something there. Okay, so I got something spilled on my shirt now, but it's all right. Okay, so it says they're mad because you paid them no mind, scoring love, ex-fling of your current or recent ex-partner still feels deep pain of rejection and betrayal. So you know, this all is spiritual work because maybe someone was rejected off of the healing path, okay? Off of whatever pathway you were going. They were rejected, okay? They weren't able to have the same connections as you. So what they did was they tried to veil themselves and be someone else. They didn't necessarily want to be quote unquote you, but they did want to have some of the connections that you have. Especially if you're a healer or gifts, if you have a spiritual gift, if you are a Reiki healer, a tarot reader, or like intuitive calf, or if you are a oracle, you know, the first cards that came out was healer. All right. And this is a Reiki healer right here. This is a Reiki healer. All right. So I'm talking to a Reiki healer in the collective. I'm talking to a spiritualist, somebody that reads cards or does some type of protection work or divine work or whatnot, right? But let's get a little bit more into it. This is a walking oracle. This is divinity. Somebody that has a white light or a halo above them, and that is protected, you know, that is spiritually protected and has been on assignment. I'm talking to someone that is following their own path, all right? Someone may have, but not may. Somebody is fucking jealous of you. At the end of the day, somebody is jealous of you. They're jealous of the fact that there's a lover that picked you. Not only is there a lover that picked you, but you're doing your work. You have the ability to be somebody very powerful out here. Okay, so someone wants to bond you up. They want to send some negative energy towards you. They may even want to come close to you. But there's a petition that you did to like kind of block these people or whatnot. Whatever their hidden agendas was, whatever their hidden agendas was, these people may have personality problems. Like, you know, they fucking weird. They're so weird. All right. If your family respect you, if your children respect you, if you have a good family, people are jealous of stuff like that. Okay. Three of Cups. Yeah, like I said, Three of Cups in reverse, y'all. People are jealous of stuff like that. These people are jealous of your connections. All right. They're jealous that, you know, you spend time with your family. This could also be somebody on social media, y'all. This could be somebody on social media. Someone could be very close. Okay, let me say this correctly. Somebody could be close by you, like you have a stalker. Somebody has a stalker. Somebody's family is being stalked. You know what I'm gonna do? Y'all, the Three of Wands and the Three of Cups. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go get a restraining order. That's what I'm gonna go get a restraining order or whatnot. Yeah, I'm gonna just do myself a favor early. Yeah, I'm gonna go get a restraining order. The Three of Cups. Y'all make sure y'all get a restraining order. This shit is so wild right here, what I'm seeing. You know, if you have somebody that's following you or, you know, that constantly ride past your house or anything like that, if you're seeing vehicles that you keep seeing the same vehicles, like somebody definitely, I definitely feel like somebody could have been stalking you from the wintertime to the summertime. From the wintertime to the summertime. So the Three of Cups in reverse or whatnot, somebody may have wanted to definitely be a part of your family. This is about, you know, this is about a baby. This is about a wedding. This is about, you know, people celebrating you. You having certain connections. People are mad at that. Look at that. The Tower and the Three of Wands. People are mad at that. They mad. Somebody's house is also very junky, very nasty. It's not in order. It's not in order. It's not in order at all. All right, thank you so much, Spirit. What's this scorn love? Who is this ex-fling? Like, why are they mad? Well, I know why they mad, why they jealous and shit like that, because they ain't getting their way. And they got rejected. All right, so why did this person get rejected? There's something with somebody's eyes. Somebody's eyes are very dark. Very, very dark. Okay, it's almost as if they don't have that little, y'all know that little part that's inside of your eyeball? What is it called? The pupil, right? It's almost like their eyes are so dark. It's weird. Like, this person can't even look you in the face anymore, okay? It's because they have an entity in the back of their eyes, okay? They could also be having eye problems. Wow, Two of Swords. Look at that. They have an entity in the back of their eyes. They have, like, some type of eye problem or whatnot. They could wear glasses. They could wear glasses or they could be blind. Okay, this is the Libra moon. This is somebody, this is definitely like an opponent. This is somebody that felt as if they could compete with you. There's somebody controlling them as well too, though. You know, like there's somebody that's controlling them as well too. Like that probably has put a spell on them. This person has a spell on them. Now I put a spell on you, and now you're mine. So at the end of the day, they belong to an entity. Whoever this scorned lover is, they belong to an entity. They failed their mission. They failed to bring you, bring me their head. They failed to get your head. Okay, they failed to get in your head or to get your head. Okay, or get head from you, whichever way you want to go. Okay. Like, I'm not fucking with you, y'all. I'm funny. Stop. Okay? They failed to get your head, is what I heard. Thank you so much, Spirit. They failed to get your head. The Emperor in reverse. Listen, what did I say? They also failed to get head from you. This could be a masculine that wanted you to perform sexually things that you just don't do. Okay, you just don't do. And this person, whoever this is the Emperor in reverse. Whoever this masculine is, like they felt if you would do certain things to them, they would be able to get you back in their grace or to get you pregnant or something like that. Hold on. You got the moon in reverse and you got the Emperor in reverse. And something is standing out with this energy. Somebody, this Emperor in reverse, you want to know something? You're very powerful. That this person is trying to use your sacred energy. They're trying to use your womb, WOMB, to plant something in you. Give me the relationship between the ex and the Emperor in reverse. The ex and the Emperor in reverse. This person's ex and the Emperor in reverse. It's like, oh, look at that. The Nine of Pentacles in reverse, y'all. Look at this. And then I'm gonna flip this card this way. Look at this woman. Look at this woman. Look at this woman. Why is there a mushroom with eyes, y'all? Why is there a mushroom with eyes on this? Okay. This man's ex is a witch. She's a witch. Period. I ain't even about to sugarcoat it. She a witch. He a warlock too. They working together. They're working together in order to bring you down. With the moon card in reverse. You could be somebody that is very powerful if you turn to the moon. But right now you are probably saying that I don't have a relationship with the moon. You don't do work with the moon. And that's kind of like what the issue is that you're not turning to your ancestors. Bam. You're not turning to your ancestors for help. You're kind of dependent on, or you weren't turning to your ancestors for help. Okay. Clear. Nope. All right, y'all. Don't be mad at me. But in this particular message, it may resonate with y'all. But there's like somebody pulling on my energy right now in order to get this message out. And I actually don't want to do a free reading for them. I don't. So what I'm going to tell y'all is that whomever this is that's having sex with an Emperor in reverse, if their ex, if you are having sex with a masculine and their ex put some type of work on them and you know that they put the work on them and you're not actively doing the work to clear your partner or to help your partner, you're dumb too. You're dumb too, and you deserve everything that you are getting your ass handed to you. If you want that motherfucker to plant another baby in you, so that they can have your energy and drain your life force. And then however it is that you're, whatever emotional imbalances that you're going through, that's between you and your God. Okay. But I don't want to read this energy right here and tell this person something that they're not going to work to clear off. Okay? I'm not that type of spiritualist that like to do readings and then don't tell y'all how to clear shit off. This energy right here with the moon in reverse, the emperor in reverse, and the nine of pentacles in reverse, I feel that this is a scorned lover. Okay? Baby, I feel like this is a scorned lover. And at the end of the day, somebody is being blind as a bat with the two of swords energy. Somebody is being blind as a bat and they're ignoring it and they're not doing what they're supposed to do. You have all the tools necessary, but you acting like a scared victim. You're acting like a victim and you're not a victim. Y'all know in the Jupiter Occult over here, we do not play that victimhood shit. It's spirituality. You're not gonna do that, okay? Hold on one second, y'all. Okay. So I'm not, it's here, clear. All right. That's the thing. You're powerful. The person that wants this reading, you're powerful. With the Three of Cups in reverse, you're not picking up on these three. You're not helping these three people here. What if you were dealing with a shapeshifter? Thank you for asking that. What if you were dealing with a shapeshifter? Okay, so it's one word in that you just asked me, right? It's one word in that whole thing that you just asked me that I want to point out. Were. What if you were? Were. Meaning in the past, you were dealing with a shapeshifter, right? Now, if you're not dealing with that person anymore and they still shifting, because that's what it is, okay? It is a shapeshifter. It's somebody that veils themselves, that cloak themselves. There is a shapeshifter in this energy, right? There is people in our lives that literally are cloaked and they be demonic. 911, y'all. I've been seeing this. And he's leave the situation alone. Leave them people alone. Let them do whatever they gonna do. If you're not going to do the work part where you consciously, all right, so let me express it like this. Does this person want to be a shapeshifter? Is this something that you see on them and you know that they're fighting their life to not shapeshift and they have an entity attached to them? Because it's like a catch-22, right? It's a catch-22. Let me give you a story. Short story real quick, right? So do I want to do all that? I don't deal with them at all. That's the thing. Then that's the thing. Then they shapeshift the fuck up out of on somebody else. And I know that like we want to help other people not be a victim to what we have experienced. However, it now becomes somebody else's job. There's a lot of entities out here on this earth surface, right? There's a lot of different entities. The entities that we come across, sometimes we have to resolve that, like right there while we in it. But sometimes we got to like wash our hands of it and let somebody else handle it. Like let another spiritualist handle it. We don't have to heal and be the savior to everybody that comes around. And that is something that, maybe you don't have what it takes. Shapeshifters are actually, baby, it depends on like, it depends on the severity Is that the word I want to use? It depends on who, what, when, how they're shifting, what they are, how they're shifting, what they're doing. You get what I'm saying? Like, if they're attacking you, if they are bothering you, then you can deal with it. Okay? Let me read what you said. Okay. I've been learning this, okay? He's using me to his advantage in the spirit realm, right? So your job is to amp up your spiritual powers in the spirit realm so that you can better control what it is. When I had somebody slipping into my dreams, I was dealing with a succubus, right? She couldn't touch me in person. She couldn't touch me in person. All she could do is talk, right? She say whatever she want. However, when we got into the spirit realm, this bitch was every motherfucker where. Like, every motherfucker where. She'd been in my bedroom. She'd have been in my motherfucking house. Like, not my house here, but like my spirit house. I got a spirit house that I go to, right? All over the place, right? No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. You been here before. You know not to, Michael Raines, you know not to say hi that many times. That's it. That's enough. One time is enough. All right? Don't get timed out now. You been here before. I remember your name before. Okay? So, hello. All right? Now, what I did was I started learning how to protect myself in the spirit realm, right? By intentionally learning how to astro travel, okay? Like going to sleep at a certain time. I was when I had the battle, and you know what, y'all? Let me say names. Okay? Let me say names because my experience is real and my experience is my experience. The spiritualist, Eva, that girl, y'all know for years she was saying my husband was her twin flame, right? My husband is her twin flame. Years. My husband is her twin flame. And she would try to battle me in the spirit realm for him because in real life he's like, hey, she's a stalker, she's crazy. We got what do you call that? Basically she can't live nowhere near us like that. Okay, a protection order against her, right? Got a protection order against her. Me and my husband have a protection order against her. And so never met her in life. Never, ever. I only met her on the internet, right? And the protection order in real life, it wasn't enough because she would go online and she would still try to say what she was saying. Okay, I don't care about that. Like, we got to the point where we didn't care about that, right? But then spiritually, when I go to sleep, when he go to sleep, when we do certain rituals, because we married, we do sex rituals, we do all types of rituals, right? We manifest in our motherfucking life together, and it's working, and they mad, right? She mad, big mad. She would come into the dream state. So I said, how the fuck do I get this under my control, right? So I went to my godmom. I said, I need to know about astral traveling. And she was like, astral traveling? I said, yeah, because I already knew how to meditate and go places, but I never knew how to control when I went to sleep. I go to sleep, I do a whole bunch of work. So she'll be coming up in my dreams. I kicked her in the forehead before, and I remember her having like a headache for like 3 fucking days. So I knew that, okay, Alexis, you're getting powerful. I kicked her in the head. I remember I was putting something in the trunk of a black Jeep. And I never had a black Jeep, right? Never had a black car either. So I was putting something into the trunk of a black Jeep and I closed it. And she was standing right there and my husband was behind me and she was trying to tell him like, come over here with me. Like, come over here with me. She about to be out of here. We about to have her packed up and gone, right? And I'm like, no, you're not going nowhere. But he was confused, right? He was confused. He like, what do I do? Like, do I go with her? Do I stay with you? And I'm like, stay right here. And I remember I had these long, spiky heels on boots. And I kicked her. My leg don't even go that fucking high. I kicked her in the dream. And her face shifted to something else. That's how I knew she was a shapeshifter. Because it wasn't actually like her face, but it was her energy. And I knew her energy because, like I said, I read me and her down. Like, why the fuck? Why the fuck? And so I built up the ability to be able to control what it is that I do in a dream. Because if people are steady coming into your dream, steady trying to fight you in your dream state, that's how they're going to try to get you, because they cannot handle you in the physical. They can't do nothing for you in the physical. But in the dream state, they can try to get to you, right? So you do what they do. You actively go to their shit. I ain't sorry about saying shit, okay? Listen, me either. I ain't never sorry about saying shit. So you actively go to their dream state. You set the intention. This is where I'm going. You get you certain stones, okay? You get you certain stones. Y'all, I do have. I'm gonna set it up today. I got a new phone, so I didn't put my business line on this phone, but I'm gonna set up my old phone to just be for my business line. But 346-702-440, wait, 4404, or is it 4044? 346-702-4044. What's my number? I don't even know what my number is right now. 346-702-4044. Text me if you want to know the stones, or you need to know things that help you travel in the spirit realm, okay? But the main thing that you want to have, is a moonstone and a sword, a spiritual sword, something that you say is your spiritual sword. So, for example, I don't have it in here, but I would use something like this, like a cellulite or quartz crystal, something like this. I actually have a thing that has a point on it, like a stone that has a point on it, and it has certain protection stones, but it has a point on it. And when I put that in my hand, I feel as if it's a wand. I feel as if it's my spiritual sword that I travel through the astros with. I stab a motherfucker down. And you can easily hit your target and you'll know it's them. And sometimes it takes a few times of attacking them in order for them to get the fuck on. It took a lot for me to get this woman, that woman, she can't invade my space anymore. Nobody can really invade my dream state because, baby, I'll be covering my mirrors, covering your mirrors at nighttime when you're doing work like this. And you cover your mirrors for 3 to 4 days. You cover your mirrors for 3 to 4 days and you trap them in the mirror. So when they're trying to come towards you, they can't come towards you, but you set your intention to go to where they are and you don't get trapped there. When you get there, you don't want to just confront them. You already know what it is. So you don't need to confront a person. At this point, you just need to take action. Okay? You just need to take action. So this is this energy right here. It feels like we need to take action. You get what I'm saying? Even yours, Christ consciousness, even yours. This is, and also stop. People's titles get revoked. A title is a title. People could be high priestess, and the minute that they try to sit and be God, they're no longer a high priestess. You get what I'm saying? You could be a tarot reader one day and decide, I'm going to throw out all of my tarot cards. You're no longer a tarot reader. You get what I'm saying? That goes along with the twin flame thing. Twin flames, they're titles. They're titles. That's just a warlock. Take the twin flame out. When you mention that person again, try to remove the twin flame out of that sentence. The longer that we try to give somebody a position in our life, whether we are consciously doing it or unconsciously doing it, they hold on to that. Oh, that was my sister. That was my god sister. Bitch, I was never related to this motherfucker. That's not my god sister. I remove family every day, B. My mama will tell you, I only got one sister. I only got one brother. One sister, one brother. That's all I have. Those other people, they are my mother's children because my mother has not removed the title. But I only have one sister, one brother. Take the title off of it. When you take somebody's position off of it, they no longer have a position to, you're no longer giving them access through that particular channel. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. The divine mother is your mother. The divine father is your father. So, you know, we do have biological mothers and biological fathers, but when you chasing the title, you going the wrong way. You doing it the wrong way too. Okay, babe? Okay. All right, clear. Back to the reading. All right, give me the energy of this family. Give me the energy under pathway and family. Give me the energy of pathway and family. So, thank you so much, Spirit. Let's break that down. There's a Gemini in the energy. All right, Gemini house is activated or Gemini in your chart is activated. But there's something about your family being on a certain path, being able to do certain things. This could be you and your sister sharing the same gift. You and your sister or a sister and brother having the same gift. You both are on the same path. Y'all do have different jobs to do. One is between you and your brother or you and your sister. One is of the light. The other one is of the dark. I'm not saying that they're darkness, but maybe you and your brother, y'all do two different things. I'm picking up brother energy. You and your brother, y'all do two different things. I'm also getting too that there's a division. Your brother could be very close to you in age, maybe within 3 years, 3 to 5 years. That is very close in age. But there's something like you and your family member, y'all are going different paths, but y'all on y'all paths. So be careful about you know, trying to guide a family member on the same path as you. They have a different agenda this lifetime. Thank you so much, Spirit. Wow. The Hierophant, y'all. The Hierophant. So y'all know in the Hierophant energy, there's actually two, not on this card, but in a normal tarot deck, the Hierophant sits with two people in front of divine, right? This is all about you, okay? This is what Spirit is bringing forth with the Hierophant. They're telling you to focus on your path. Your path actually is abundance. It's abundance. It's a gift. It's like you're being handed. I see a feather, okay? I see a feather. I see a bag. You being able to afford the things on your path, all right? Thank you so much, Spirit. You being able to afford things on your path, okay? And your brother or your sister could be going down another path and they could be struggling. This could also have something to do with finances as well, too. But Spirit is saying that you cannot change the path of another person. You need to kind of just focus on your path and go up your path, okay? Thank you so much, Spirit. That's the message behind the family. All right, what is the family? Give me the family. Give me what's in front of the family, in front of your side of the family. Thank you so much, Spirit. What is in front of the collective side of the family? What is in front of them? And I mean, like, who you consider your family. I'm not reading nobody else. Thank you so much, y'all. Thank you. So in reverse, you have 3 of Wands, right? So there's opportunities that are opening up. You could be moving out of a house. You could be in a house situation where you could have been living with family members, but you're getting ready to move. You're getting ready to leave that behind. Wow, the Chariot at the bottom of the deck, okay? You're definitely getting ready to leave that behind. You could be moving. Even if you don't stay with a family member, You could be in a house where you invited a lot of people over. There's a lot of energy that is, I just heard young grasshopper. I don't know how that saying goes. Young grasshopper is what I heard. Y'all, I got like chills. I don't have no heat on. We in Texas. Y'all know it's hot. I got chills going all through my little body right now because I feel like something is coming to light for you where you are able to basically like find out which key is going to open up the door. It's like instantly like that. Like, wow, something is different. Okay. Like something is definitely different here. What's this Three of Wands in? So that's what's in front of you. Whatever was trying to hold you back or to keep you stuck in a box. It's weird. Because this is like physical and it's spiritual. Something was trying to keep you boxed in. What's behind the family? What is... Okay, so that was in front. What's behind? What was trying to keep... Y'all, I split the deck. I did split the deck. I seen this card and now it just jumped out. Six of Pentacles. So that's what's behind it. Like, now you could also be leaving a job as well. You could work in the medical field, like in healthcare or some sort. You've done your job there. You may have like healthcare. Somebody has braids in their hair right now too. Thank you so much. Spirit is telling me to tell you to take your hair down. I don't know who has braids, but Spirit is telling me take your hair down, wash your hair, and you can re-braid it back up, but like wash your hair. There's something like significant about the hair that is going to enhance. And then a lavender is coming up, so maybe you need to wash your hair with lavender again. Lavender is being shown in here. As I'm looking at this message, they have lavender like kind of drawn out on a piece of paper. I think that is lavender, but I'm gonna take it as lavender. You're alchemizing something, or this is the last ingredient of the spell that you're working on. Is maybe it is your own hair. Maybe somebody oh, thank you so much, Spirit. Let me close my eyes and look at this. Maybe someone has a piece of your hair and they've been doing some type of work on you. Yeah, they're trying to get to like your crown. Even though you're protected, they're trying to get to your crown. So this definitely has something to do with them messing with your mind, messing with your mental, got you thinking certain things. And it's like, yeah, wash your hair, y'all. Wash your hair. This is going to help. This is what you are, escaping. This doesn't have to be like an outside person. This could be somebody in your family as well. That's why it's behind you. This is what you're leaving behind. People that do spell work on you, that try to hinder your health, your job, like whatever healing gift that you have, they didn't want to work with you. They were working against you. Thank you so much, Spirit. What's above the family with pathway and divinity? What's above the family with pathway and divinity? Thank you so much, Spirit. What's above the family with pathway and divinity? The Four of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah. So someone definitely tried to do some type of magic on you. They definitely tried to do some type of magic on you. A Capricorn, they wanted to control you. They wanted to possess you and probably steal some of your inheritance when it comes to your pathway. Could be a Capricorn sun or a Scorpio sun. Give me the energy of the Capricorn. Give me the energy of the Capricorn. Thank you so much. Give me the energy of the Capricorn. If you are a Capricorn and this does not apply to you, this does not apply to you. Give me the energy of the bad Capricorn. Thank you so much, Spirit. Give me the energy of the bad Capricorn. Thank you so much. Wow, the Hangman, y'all. The Hangman in reverse. This person is lazy. This person is lazy. It's weird. They're nasty too. They eat weird food. I don't know how to explain that, but that's what I'm hearing, that's what I'm seeing, and kind of getting like a little taste of it, but I don't want that in my mouth, really. So this person is getting, they're like getting information out of a book or online somewhere, maybe about you or something like that. I don't know. It's like, it's so weird. Somebody could be using another person to get to you. Like they're cloaking their energy, or they created a human puppet to battle you. A human puppet. A human puppet. So this is not even like a real person that's battling you. This is like a fucking machine. Give me the energy. Give me the good energy of the Capricorn that I'm picking up. Give me the good energy of this Capricorn. Give me the good energy. Well, give me the energy of a good Capricorn. Give me the energy of a good Capricorn that's here. I'm not saying it's not a good Capricorn, but let me just see this real quick. Am I pulling that? Is that a good answer? A good question? Yeah, no, I wasn't. Yeah, it's like Spirit is saying, if you do Capricorn, you got to do all of them. Okay, thank you so much, Spirit. You funny. I don't know. Somebody has sweaty feet too. Somebody has sweaty feet. Sweaty, stinky feet. The entity is going through the feet. The entity is going through the feet. Yeah, somebody has sweaty feet. And also, somebody could be sending you some music or a song of some sort. Be careful with that too, because it's almost like that music is, I don't even be saying this, but the music feels a little devilish, right? It feels a little devilish. I don't know what the song is, but somebody could be sending you a song of some sort. What's the Six of Pentacles? Thank you so much, Spirit. What is the Six of Pentacles? What is it that these people are working on? What is it that they working on right now? Wow, the Three of Pentacles. So the crazy thing is y'all, so I'm gonna talk about this again. In a normal deck on the Three of Pentacles, there's three people that's here that's working together. In this particular deck, there's two. They're missing something. They're missing something. You are so powerful that you pulled your energy back from these people. That's what they're missing. Whatever it is that they're working on, they're missing your energy. It's going to fail. It's going to fail. The Five of Swords in reverse, the Three of Pentacles in reverse, and the Six of Pentacles. They're trying to figure out how they can call your energy back to whatever it is that they're doing. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. Somebody could be trying to send you some type of mental message in order for you to feel bad about them being a failure or not being able to do some type of spiritual work or achieve something with the Six of Pentacles. They could try to be making you feel some type of way right now, right? But you don't feel sorry about that. You don't feel sorry about that because you're going up your pathway. And you know if you help these people and if you continue to enable these people, they're not going to do the right thing. They're not going to do the right thing. And this is why you collective, while you're so powerful, is because you know that you have made a conscious choice to do the right thing. And you're not going to fight the evil with evil. Thank you so much, Spirit. You're not going to fight the evil with evil. You're going to do the right thing. You're going to guide people and direct people to their rightful path. And people are mad about that. And you've always had that about you. Maybe, you know, sometimes you are a bitch. Maybe sometimes you are mean. Okay? We are bitchy, mean. You know, when people think that you're mean, people think that you bitchy because you stand in your boundaries and you say no. Five of Swords in reverse is no, I'm not. No, I'm not. The Death card in reverse, y'all. So these people are mad because they no longer have access to you. You could be going through a rebirth. You could be going through a rebirth. Death in reverse is a rebirth where you're going through this rebirth alone. And you know what's crazy, y'all? Look at that. The Ten of Cups at the bottom of the deck. You're not really alone. You know you have spirit. Okay? You know you have the power and the energy that spirit has always been there. Okay? Has always been there. Somebody could be trying to get access through your bathroom mirror. You may have, you know, recently either broken your mirror or replaced your mirror or put another mirror in your bathroom. But somebody could definitely be there's something going on in your bathroom. Somebody trying to get access. I don't know if y'all do y'all shadow work in y'all bathroom, but which is nothing wrong with that. But there's something that's going on in your bathroom where people could be trying to get access through your bathroom mirror or either like portals in your bathroom. So make sure y'all close portals up in y'all bathroom. All right, thank you so much, Spirit. What's the Death in reverse? What is Death in reverse? The Sun. Give me the Sun. Give me the Sun. That just made me feel so good on the inside. I swear. Cause it's like you're crossing over the finish hole. I mean the finish line. I'm talking about the finish hole. You're crossing over the finish line. You're also like maybe one of the first ones that consciously did this in your, and you know, Spirit keeps putting consciously out there. They keep saying that to me because you're one of the first people to do this in your family. The Tower in reverse, right? The Tower in reverse is still a tower. And you're one of the first people in your family to be able to do this. Everybody that has tried to cross over this particular spiritual line, they either passed away they either passed away or they lost against the darkness. I'm also seeing that, you know, although you've made it thus far, you've sustained injuries. It's something, right? It's something with the right side of somebody's body. It could be their leg, their ankles, their knees. It could also be like, someone could have like a scar or something on their right side of their body that I'm picking up on, that over the course of the last couple years, like, it's like the right side has been hindered. And you know what's crazy? I said my right hand was itching and I was feeling it on my right side of my body too. But now I'm not feeling it. Now that I'm saying it, I'm not feeling it because I'm getting that energy out. There's something about the right side of your body that Spirit is saying that these people have been attacking. You know, so that's where you've gained, and that's receiving side, right? So that's where you like you did gain some war wounds or whatnot, but you still made it across the finish line. Thank you so much, Spirit. You still made it across the finish line. So that's what the Death card is. So with the Death card in reverse, which is Give me the sun. Thank you so much, Spirit. Give me the sun. Give me the sun energy. Death card in reverse. The sun. Death card in reverse and the sun. Thank you so much. The Magician. New levels. New levels. New levels. New levels. All right. So, yeah. So, you made it across the finish line. Now it's time to start studying something else. You're definitely very, very, very powerful. You have a very powerful gift. You need to take your notes from your last chapter and you still need to keep them on this chapter. But on this particular level that you've entering into with the Magician coming out in the sun, the death in reverse, it's not like you're no longer a healer. You're no longer a spiritualist. You're no longer this or that. You're still all of that in a bag of chips. Now you're just on a different level and you're learning a new craft. So you could be learning something new. You could be teaching something new. Okay? You could be teaching something new. Someone could be getting into like herbal medicines. Feathers. Something about feathers. I don't know. Feathers, tea, herbs, journaling, writing. All of these are like new things. Somebody could be getting published as well too. Thank you so much, Spirit. Somebody could be getting published. It's like they have a lot of journals. They have a lot of notes and stuff. And now they're going to start putting that stuff out. There's no more talking about it. It's like putting it out now. Wow. I looked up. I seen 11, 11, 11. Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Spirit. Give me the energy of the Magician. Give me the energy of the Magician. King versus, a knight versus the king. Maturity and motion. The knight fights for approval. The king acts from purpose. One seeks the crown. The other one is the crown. Hey, this is an initiation. You know that you are a crown prince or a crown princess and that someday is going to come a time where you have to take the throne. Okay? You never know who you are in the spiritual realm. All right, and how far up you are ranked when you're in your human body. You never know how far up you're ranked unless you actually have like, that gift where you're in contact with, whatever. I'm not gonna put that out there because then people are gonna start saying that they are this, they are that, and they're not. Okay, they're not. If they was, they wouldn't tell the internet, right? So I'm not gonna put that out there, but I am gonna say this. There are other entities and divines that are on this earth surface that help us, that guide us, okay? The 4 horsemen are down, meaning that Archangel Michael is here, which is something that archangels do not come down. Metatron and it's one more that are the only 2 archangels that have ever been human, y'all. That have ever been human. It's only 2 archangels that have ever been human, and that's why they have a little empathy and sympathy for the little stuff, the little weird shit that we do. But like Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Gabriel, those are not like earthly archangels, so they really don't care about these little earthly things that we have going on. Regardless of what a spiritualist may say on here or whatever the case is, we call on them for protection. They protect us, but they don't care. If Archangel Michael does not care, y'all can knock me down and strike me down or whatever, y'all can be mad at me. Archangel Michael does not care whether you go towards the light or whether you go towards the dark. He is a guardian of certain things and he's gonna protect you. Archangel Raphael does not care. This was one of the reasons why like Santa Marta came up. Like certain energies, we could be doing all the wrong in the world, but that don't mean that we don't still follow divine in some aspect, okay? So just remember who you are. I feel as if someone has remembered with the Magician coming out in the Sun card, someone has remembered that they were born with a crown already. Like something about a phoenix. It's something about a phoenix that I'm seeing. It's something about like, you know, someone that was born with a stamp of approval on their head already. You get what I'm saying? And so the whole objective was for you to forget who you are so that you can stop doing your work, so you can stop being a healer, so people can steal from you, and so that you will not help certain people that you're going to come across. That's what the whole point of this is. This war that we in, this spiritual war that we in, that's the whole point, is for you to forget who you are. They wanted to be the king. Y'all know how, like, you know, kingdoms get attacked. You know, back in the day, like kingdoms, and I'm saying back in the day, I mean like back in the Asian days and stuff like that, well, they will attack a certain clan in order to steal the throne. When you were already born into this, you know, you was born a crown prince or a crown princess, and you were already determined to be the one that was going to sit on the throne. But you have other family members or other clans that's like, oh, I'm ninth in line, so if I get rid of all 8 people in front of me, if I cause a what is that, rebel or treason, if I rebel or there's treason and I go against the current king, I'll be able to kill, oh my God, I'll be able to destroy any of their descendants. Okay. And I feel as if you are a descendant of somebody very powerful. It doesn't have to be your current mother and father. So that's why we talk about detachment. Okay, that's why we say divine is our mother and father. This is why the Hierophant came out. The Hierophant came out when I'm talking about you, and I'm saying that, hey, you was handed the gifts from Spirit. Spirit gave you these gifts, okay? And it may have been, you know, it may have been a struggle because you had to mature. You have to mature in certain areas, right? So it says, I no longer chase the throne. I sit in my sovereignty, supreme power. The war within is won. The war within is won. And with that being said, y'all, with that being said, I'm going to end the reading right there. The war within is won. The king acts from purpose. One seeks the crown. The other one is the crown. And that's the thing. Humble pie. Did y'all get humbled in this process? I got humbled in this process. Did you get, not in this reading process, but in this spiritual process? Did we get humbled yet? Because if you've been through spiritual attacks, right? If you've been through spiritual attacks, and we may have lost a few battles. Like I said, somebody literally right side of their body has been injured, okay? Somebody has done things to you and sent certain energies for you to experience certain losses. Somebody may feel isolated. It's no reason. I mean, let me not say that. You won. You're very powerful. Remember who you are right now. That's what I want y'all to say. I am as powerful as divine has assigned to me this lifetime. I am powerful. I am powerful. Divine has made me powerful. Divine has entrusted this job on me. What is that job? You may not know exactly what it is, but you got to know that your job is healing. Your job is healing. That's what your job is to be a healer, or to be a healer. I ain't even about to get into nothing else. To be a healer. A propane tank fell on your right foot. God damn. About 2 weeks ago, I knew it was a spiritual attack. God damn. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. You know, I didn't have anything happen to, well, I just get like tingling sensations when I'm reading on the right side, like I said. But all this week, y'all, I have, you know, my protection sigil tattooed on me, right? And all of this week, I have been getting burned very close to my tattoo, but it hasn't actually touched the tattoo. But I begin like I got burnt right there. I also went and got 37 tattooed on my hand, y'all. 2 days it was off. In 2 days it was off. So I said what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tattoo on this side. Now that I can go in and wash my hands better and stuff, I'm gonna tattoo it on this side. I'm not gonna tattoo it on my palm because my palm, maybe I'll be washing my hands, but I'm gonna get my whole palm tattooed. But I resonate with 38. Get 38 on you. I was getting numbers in my right hand while asleep. I was getting numbness in my right hand while sleeping, but yeah. So it's okay. So with that being said, like get you a cellulite or get you a moonstone or like whatever protection stone you can have, even like a amethyst. Oh my god, amethyst is so powerful in the dream state, right? And put it in your hand before you go to sleep. Like I go to sleep with a stone in my hand. It's not here because obviously it's in some under my pillow, right? And then get you a mojo bag that you designed just for sleeping, but put it in your hand and just go to sleep. All right. When I go to sleep, I go to sleep with a stone in my hand. I go to sleep with my jewelry on. So I go to sleep with my necklace. Well, they on the cellulite charging right now because I went to sleep with them on. So when in the morning time, what I do is I put it up there so that they can like charge or whatnot. But yeah, put it in your hand and stuff and go to sleep with it. Shit. Fuck a motherfucker up. I know when, like, I don't remember all my dreams or whatnot, but I do have a really good dream connection. When I intentionally go to sleep with an objective, I wake up with remembrance, okay? I'm always, like, if somebody starts trying to attack me, ooh, a new high score could be close, okay? That's the message that I just got. A new high score could be close. And I just downloaded that game. This Tetris or something. Ain't that no. But anyway, a new high score could be close, all right? But when I'm trying to remember something in my sleep, I go to sleep earlier than normal. And I wake up to a very soft alarm. Like a very soft alarm. And so what I do is I make it so that my alarm goes off, hit the button, and I instantly replay the last thing that I remember. Yeah. Go to sleep with intentions. Like, if somebody's spiritually, like, trying to tap into my energy, I be like, take me, okay. I say a prayer of protection and I call on my spirit guide because I don't astral travel without my spirit guides. Okay, so my spirit guides, Ben and Sakai. Okay, so Ben and Sakai, right? But Sakai that's my spirit guide. I love him. I trust him and stuff like that. But I've been traveling since I was like 14, 15 years old, 16 years old, but not intentionally. I just knew that I knew how to do it, right? Ben has always been with me. And so I be like, we're going on a journey. Come with me, okay? And so Ben is there. I didn't find out that my spirit guide was actually one of my ancestors until way, way, way later in life. Not like way recently, more recently than past. I found out that we had a family member named Ben. Once I described him to somebody and what they had on, one of my aunts, she sent me a picture of my mother's brother, Bernard, that had passed away. They sent me a picture of him. And I was like, damn, that's him. And so I finally had a picture, an actual physical picture in real life of my spirit guide. And I have it on my altar now, so that I can pay reverence to him. He passed away from spine cancer. He passed away from spine cancer. So he was a Virgo. So I have always had dreams that come true. Write them down. Write them down. Look, continue to write them down. And if you have dreams that come true, then that means that you could be like you could be a person that is very connected to your ancestors and stuff, and they're showing you things for a reason. So hopefully you're sharing those things, and you can always ask spirit to reveal things to you and use that to your advantage with the type of work that you're supposed to be out here doing to heal people, to help people, So you say, spirit, what is it that you want me to share? I always say that some people that keep certain messages to themselves, I be feeling like they be being selfish, because everything isn't always about us. That's kind of what spirit told me when I got started sharing my readings and tapping into stuff, because I was like, this is about me. I was making everything about me, and spirit is like, this message is not about you, okay? Don't be self-centered. That's what spirit told me. And that's why I tell y'all, like, spirit is nice, but they so straightforward. They so straightforward. They'll be like, this message is not about you, okay? Like, years before some of the things in the dreams had ever been seen so much less in my possession. I have noticed the dreams seem to have a shorter time in between dreams, and it manifests as I've gotten older. So then that means that you're definitely one of those people that get shown things. So, and spirit trusts you with that. If they're showing you things in your dreams and then they start to manifest, then that means that, spirit actually trusts you. And so you can move into being a very powerful healer. Those are like premonitions, because all dreams are not true. Okay? You got to be able to use strong discernment. All dreams are not true. And sometimes we consciously manifest some things, especially if it's like bad. We might actually be like, oh, this person is. I've had somebody that said that they had a dream about me and I was attacking them, and that I was that's the girl in Louisiana. She was saying that I was stealing from her page, and I'm like, I don't even watch you. I don't watch readings. I don't do that. Like, I don't do that. I'm a very honest person when it comes to that. I don't watch. Let me change that. I watch readings, right? But I don't watch like Indian folks. I watch like, like my choice of tarot and messages don't be having nothing to do with like regular tarot. Like how I do, I don't watch nobody like how I do. I watch like people that talk about Kali Maan, like get a message from Kali Maan, get a message from Durga, get a message from Shiva. Like, and then I also watch like pick a cards and stuff so that I could pick my pile. Like I sit there and I'll be like, okay, I picked this pile. So White Feather Tarot is one of the people that I sometimes catch. A tarot reader, White Feather Tarot. I think that's her name, because she does pick a piles. And if I pick a pile and I say, okay, I'm a Scorpio today, I'm going off of my Scorpio thing, right? She does it where you can pick the stone and you can pick it from your horoscope, like from your tarot, right? And so, if I pick pile number 2 and there's not a Scorpio or a Sagittarius that come out in that tarot, I'll be like, oh, it's not for me. But 9 times out of 10, and I've been very good at this, my intuition is popping, right? 9 times out of 10, I pick the right deck that go with the right sign, because I'll be like, that message is for me. I'm not a person that listens to a collective reading, and I don't listen to a lot of, I don't need somebody else to tell me how to clear my karma. I a karmic tarot reader, my damn self. So, and I have like, I have a God mom, I have a spiritualist, And if I'm going to get a reading from somebody, it's not going to be anybody online. It will be like my sister, because I got business, you know. And so I don't want anybody pulling on my energy. I know if somebody come and watch my channel, I could pull their energy and read them. So I made it a conscious decision not to, after the shit that happened with Eva, not to watch anybody online like that. So when that girl said that she had a dream about me, and she was telling her collective all this stuff, and her collective was coming over here harassing me and saying, oh, you stealing from her, you stealing from her. And I'm just like, no, I'm not. Like, our common denominator, and we'll say this again, our common denominator was Eva. Eva was stealing from my page, and I guess she is stealing from a whole bunch of other people pages. Well, she was. I don't know what she's doing now. But she was stealing from a whole bunch of other people. And so when I called Eva out, I also called a whole bunch of other spiritualists out, because Eva's popular. People would be stealing her stuff, but she's stealing from me. Okay? So, yeah. And I didn't know Eva was stealing from me on YouTube first. I actually knew she was taken from my Twitter page and coming to YouTube doing readings. That was the first thing that was pointed out. And that was pointed out by somebody else. That wasn't pointed out because I was watching Eva. My husband sent me her videos. My sister sent me her videos. And an old friend sent me her videos and was like, this girl sound like you. And that's how that went. Okay. My husband even called her out on Twitter and was like, this resonates, but it's weird, you know? And I replied back, and that's how the whole shit got started. But that girl that said that I was copying her, stealing from her, and all of that stuff because she had a dream, it's either she really didn't have a dream about it and she was lying to her collective about her having a dream. But I told her, like I would tell anybody else, all dreams, you got to break down a dream. You know, in a dream, if you're not actively doing dream work and protection work and traveling in your dream and setting intentions before you go to sleep, everybody ain't no dream reader. Everybody's not a dream reader. You know, that's a gift that you're born with. That's a gift that you're born with. And as the person in my comments is saying, it starts to get more and more advanced the older that you get, because spirit is pulling you closer and closer to the dream state. You know, they don't trust everybody with dreams, because people are crazy. Yeah. Wow. Oh, snaps. I forgot. Sunday, I saw Cali Fire on a license plate. Oh, Cali is so alive at 5. I love her right now. I mean, I love her all the time, but she is really, I have to figure out how to make a ankle bracelet with some bells on it, because I owe her, we got to dance. I owe her my life right now. Yes, it's definitely appears spirit seems to trust me. I carry the power I wield and only seek its use for the benefit of others and a greater good. Good job. Not self, as I've already knew that would endanger my soul. Ooh. Scorpio is my north node. Aquarius sun, air, moon. Aquarius sun. Yeah, you have, if you have an Aquarius sun, right? All right, I'm gonna break down your chart just really quick, okay? So Virgo rising, that means that your Virgo sit in the first house. That means that your Pisces is in the 7th house, right? So your career has a lot to do with your career, your relationship with other people, your partnerships in life. That's in your 7th house, which is under Pisces, right? You may feel like a physical detachment from the, like in the human world, you may feel like a physical detachment from what you're supposed to do. I really hope that you're a healer. I really hope that you're a healer. I really hope that you're a healer. And Capricorn Venus, yeah. So definitely, I really hope that you like a your dreams are very powerful. And that's what I am. You're good. I'm definitely a healer. Okay. And continue to do that, because that's in your pathway. Okay. That's your pathway. Continue to do that. The way that you're doing it, do it. But set intentions when you travel. All right. Set intentions when you travel. So Spirit is saying you are beautiful in God's eyes. Every time I think of you, I give thanks to my God. Okay. Trust the past to God's mercy, the present to God's love, and the future to God's providence. The Lord your God is with you. He is mighty to save. He will take great delight in you. He will quiet you with his love, and he will rejoice over you with his singing. God is with you every step of the way. The Lord stays with you whenever you seek him, and you will find him. So definitely. Y'all, just know that, your divine is always with you. Your divine, whichever way that comes off to y'all, just know that divine is always with you. Somebody could be a singer. They could naturally have some type of healing voice. That I see somebody like laying in the bed sick. Okay, I see somebody like laying in the bed sick, and maybe you're singing to them. But there's something about what you're putting out there. That song is very healing. This could be a song you made up off the top of your head, but someone is sending a energy to a sick body. And that needs to continue. You need to continue to sing for quite some time until whatever is attached to this person comes up off this person. If you have somebody in your family that is sick and you're trying to help them, maybe this is a child, maybe this is a lover, that could be getting sick sometime soon, but there's a song that will help them. My bloodline, I wear a signet ring that is definitely chosen by God. Absolutely. Baby. Don't stop. Make sure you cleanse your ring. Okay? Make sure after you do certain things, you cleanse your ring. Don't let I know if you are walking in your light that you are walking in, I know you've never let anybody else try this ring on or put it on your hand, but these people may have tried to get your energy. If you take it, look, it stays up on my hand, okay? Make sure you're cleansing it on the regular, because whatever it is that you're doing with your hands, whatever you're doing with your hands right now, recently, and in the future, there's going to be more energy and more power. More energy. Let me take the word power out of it. More energy that comes towards you, because you may have recently been, if this hasn't happened very recently, there's going to be like a takeoff. There's going to be like a upgrade in something that you do. You could be getting recognized. Like, you could be getting recognized for some type of healing that you do, or more known for it, right? And so there's going to be more healing that you're going to be doing in your life. So with that being said, make sure that you're cleansing your stuff, but just like I'm saying a quick cleanse, like a quick cleanse, not like I put it down and I walk away and I'm gonna come back for it later, okay? But stay right there and put that there. Cleanse it. I don't know, like put it on. So this isn't what I cleanse my ring on, but like this, you know, charge it up, say your prayer over it, and put it right back on your hand. Put it right back on your hand. She said she bawled like a baby up on touching it. Okay. Hand trembling, let them see things tied to items or people. She bawled like a baby up on touching it. Bawled like a little kid, not a baby. Bawled like a little kid up on touching it. Okay, don't let nobody else touch it though. Interesting. I don't know. I didn't know to use crystal, which I happen to love. Yes, use crystals. Use crystals. Yes. They're of the earth. And if you do something with your hands or your feet, you need to be using the earth. You need to be using the earth. Those her crying made me cry. I'm always cautious about crying in front of people too. Okay? Even like touching my spiritual stuff. I don't care who it is. My godmom don't even touch my spiritual stuff. I just don't. I don't know. It's not that I don't trust people, but I just don't, you know. When this person came into my house, they cried. They cried, and then they had to go outside. They had to get some air because they were trying to lie and manipulate and master manipulate. And because I have so much spiritual wards around my house, they had to go out. They had to go outside and try to lie and manipulate. But I even got it on my block, so it was like this person got pushed further away from me. I'm not saying that's gonna happen to you or anything like that. But just, you know, everything that we have, everything as healers, everything, I believe in having elders. I do. I believe in, you know, working with certain people to do certain things. But if you're not actually being spiritually attacked, right? If you're not actually being spiritually attacked, you don't need to go to the doctor. Okay? Everything that you need to know is going to come from divine. You don't have to actually go to a doctor. You don't have to, if you don't need a message, it's no reason for you to watch a tarot reading. You get what I'm saying? You needed a message. So boom, you came to my channel. You found me. I don't think I've seen you before on the channel, but you know, I've been under spiritual attack for years. You got the message now. You are a very powerful healer, and we get spiritually attacked, and sometimes those spiritual attacks, they come from, you know, they send people in to try to attack us. My godmom, out of all the things, y'all, I experienced, let me lower my tone while I'm saying this because I'm saying it loud too. But my family is in there, but they know it. I don't talk about it a lot. I experienced death magic that resulted in my son passing, right? It resulted in Sakai passing. None of my spiritualists cried. None of them cried. I barely could cry. That don't mean that, like, I cried when I was in my human space, but when I'm a medium, when my son came to me, he was like, detached from what you thought you knew. I'm your twin, man. Like, I'm your twin. We still together. So this is like the biggest spiritual attack I ever been under. Why are you sorry to hear that? I gained an angel. I'm very high ranked. Why are you? I don't like when people say I'm sorry to hear that either. I'm sorry, but you know, like, it's other things you could be sorry for me for. Shit, I'm not in a motherfucking Rolls Royce. Like, but I don't have a personal driver. Be sorry about that, okay? But like my son, it's so crazy because like my son passing was one of the biggest spiritual attacks that I went through, but it also was one of the biggest spiritual lessons. So I don't really consider these like attacks that we go through. Like I was telling Christ consciousness, change what we call them. They're not attacks. We're in as a healer, you being a healer, I'm a healer, Christ conscious is a healer, and everybody else that's on here, if you're a healer, we're in constant war. We're in constant war. These are little battles that we have. We're paying our debt to the divine, to society, to nature, to the ancestors. We're paying our debts off, you know? So with that being said, we're doing our job that we came down here, that we actively, you know, have signed up for. Those people that are wicked, like you're saying, no, I understand. I guess it was shocking to hear that people are so shocking, but that's their contract that they took. The wicked is always going to be wicked, not just this life, the next life, the past life. And that's something that my son told me. And this particular life, it wasn't me that died. It was him that died. This is my twin. We born in every life together, right? We come, but we always separate, right? We always separate. In this particular life, he took the hit. Last life, I took the hit. So with that being said, like last life, I got my chest blew in. My very last life that I had. I opened up a restaurant. A person that's under the influence of alcohol. My name was Eva. Listen to how crazy this is. My name was Eva in the last life, right? Which is my grandmother, y'all. My grandmother name is Eva. The person name is Sean Preston. He came into the restaurant, blew my chest in. I died, right? My great-grandmother went to the jail that he was at, put a spell on him, because my great-grandmother, she does work. She taught me everything that I know, okay, in the spirit. She taught me everything I know. She taught me how to make dolls. My whole family does this, right? So she did. She taught me how to make dolls, y'all, in the spirit. So when I got my chest blew in, boom, my life is over. My great-grandmother, she put a hex on him that he will never forget. He will never forget me, right? In none of his lives, he will never forget me. All right, boom. I'm born into this life. I'm born to a mother who they told will never have children. She'll never have children. She had me at the age of 40, okay? She had me at the age of 40. Actually, she had me at 39. She had me at 39. Her birthday is on the 1st of December. My birthday is December the 10th. Still break down to 1. We both life path number 1s, right? She had me. I'm born into this family. I lose my son. Now I'm under spiritual attack again, because this is the contract that I take. I'm under spiritual attack again. The person that sent out the hit for the spiritual attack is the spiritualist Eva. I told you, he'll never forget my name, right? Her name is Sean Eva, okay? And in the past life, the person that killed me was Sean Preston. This life is Sean Eva. But there we go. So do you understand what I'm saying? We're born to do certain things. In the past life, I was a healer as well too. My job was healing, cooking. This life, the more and more I got, and my son kept telling me, Mom, you need a restaurant. You need a restaurant. You need a restaurant. And I'm like, I'm gonna have to, I don't want no restaurant. I tell everybody that I don't want no restaurant, but I do want to feed people. I always had that in me, that people need to eat. Nourishment. The Divine Mother has always told me, you're a cooker, you're a healer, you're a kitchen witch. Okay? I'm a kitchen witch. It's in me, it's in my bloodline. So you have to recognize that everybody doesn't have the best intentions, but what you need is coming from divine. What you need is coming from divine. Period. It's coming from your twin flame. It's coming from your real twin flame. Okay? I hope somebody hear me. From your real twin flame. Not the ones that these people online be like, oh yeah, that's your twin flame. That nigga fucking karmic as fuck. That's not a twin flame relationship. That's not a twin flame relationship. I'm married. That's not a twin flame relationship. This is a kingdom marriage. This is a kingdom marriage. This is a soul contract. This is a karmic debt that I'm paying off, that he paying off. We're not twin flames. We're not twin flames. This my twin flame. This one right here, the one that you don't stay with. If somebody is saying this is my twin flame, they're actively saying that I don't want to be with this person physically forever. I want to be with my husband physically forever. As long as I live this life, we want to be together. As long as we are alive, we want to be together. We chose that. You get what I'm saying? So I know that's not my twin flame. Okay? Like, just read books. Read books before 2007. Read books before, I don't know why I said 2007, but read books before before COVID. Like, a couple years before COVID. Even COVID, you know, even COVID was a spiritual attack to see if they could control us. See if they can get us to stay in the house. To see if they can get us to not work. To see if they can get us to do certain things. You're definitely a divine feminine. I picked up on that. You're definitely a divine feminine. At first, when I was picking up on the energy, I picked up on masculine energy. So your spirit guide, and I just felt the a brush on my left side, as if, you know, like somebody was planting a kiss on you. Your spirit guide is probably masculine or is a masculine, and so he actually like guides and protects you really close, like really close. You work really close with your spirit guides. So all of those quote unquote spiritual attacks, they're just like, they're lessons that you had to go through, but it's for you to learn certain things. And now everything that you need is going to come from divine. You can listen to these readings, you know, you can listen to these readings, but what you're taking from the readings is not just karmic information. You don't need to know who, what is attacking you. What you need to know is how to stop it and protect other people from it. That's what you need to know. You don't need to know who. You don't need to know that it was your ex. You don't need to know that it's your baby daddy, your baby mama, your sister, your brother, your cousin. You don't need to know that. You need to know how to stop it, what to use. That's what you needed to know. That's what you needed to know. And you needed to get, like you said, use the stones. You're an earth baby. Use the stones. Use the stones. You're a Virgo rising where you sit literally. Virgo is the last physical sign, right? Virgo is the last physical sign before you tap into the spiritual aspect of it. Now, if I go back up and I'm looking at your, let me see. Scorpio, North Node. That's a spiritual sign. Aquarius, Sun. That's a spiritual sign. Your moon sign, those emotions, that part, that moon, Aries, that's a physical sign. We don't operate from our moon sign in a sense. Because I practice Vedic astrology, we follow it to clear our karmic debts, our dharma, to know what our life path is. But you have a lot in Virgo rising. So that moon and that Virgo rising, those are your physical signs. But everything else about you is very much so spiritual. But sometimes you be getting caught up in that physical in it. And Virgo and Aries, they love each other. They like this. They love each other. Virgo and Aries, they love each other. Those be you might be like, yeah, I'm a Virgo rising, or I'm an Aries moon, and they stand out. They dominate. They win in your chart. But really, your spirit, everything about you is spiritual. Everything about you is spiritual. So that's where you gotta remember, okay? That everything about you is spiritual. It's not happening to you, it's happening for you. So that you can remember that you're a spiritualist having a human experience. Not a human having a spiritual experience. You're a spirit having a human experience. Okay? Don't forget who you are. Do not forget who you are. Don't let nobody else tell you who you are. You got the assignment. I wasn't born with you. Nobody else was born with you. Even if you were a twin, You came out as a spiritualist. You came out as a spiritualist. It probably was something dramatic that happened when you was born where it's like, oh, I just got chills. There probably was, I literally, 1, 2, 3, everything is in alignment. But there was probably something that happened when you was born. And you need to know that whatever day that came out on, whatever day you came busting into this world, the earth gained another spiritualist. Period. Another divine worker. Not just a regular human. Okay? Not just a regular human. So there's no attacks towards you. There's an attack towards your assignment. Towards our assignment. Okay. So remember who the fuck you are. Okay? Go get your crystals. Go to sleep with the crystals in your hands. Set intentions. And I'll catch you in the spiritual round. Okay? I'll catch you in the spiritual round for real. Set your intentions. Very powerful. Wow, yeah, my first 6 months was hooked to a machine to keep me alive. Damn. They've been wanting to take you out since the very beginning. I was born in a high-risk pregnancy. Listen, high-risk pregnancy. Y'all gave me to an old woman. In your first 6 months, you was hooked to a machine. They've been trying to stop your assignment since, and if you talk to your mom, she probably experienced some shit. You know, because you having that Pisces in the 7th house, any and everybody that's connected to you, they know your energy. They know that you're the healer. They know that you're powerful. They always probably wanted to keep you detached from it. You get what I'm saying? Look at that. 2 pounds, 6 ounces. That break down to 8. 2 pounds, 6 ounces. That's 8. That's 8 right there. You need to get in. You need to get into numerology too and see what your soul urge number is. Like all of that. Start whatever numbers you resonate. I think somebody in the comments has said they resonate with the number 38. Whatever numbers you resonate, I resonate with the number 37 because it breaks down to 1, which is my life path number, right? But 3 is for communication and 7 is for spiritual guidance, right? So I want to always make sure that I'm communicating with divine, okay? Always. And that I remember that I am in charge of my life and the decisions that I make. So that's why I chose the number 37, okay? Life path number 11, okay? Life path number. So with the life path number 11, remember you're 11, not a 2, okay? Remember you're 11, not a 2. So, yes. All right? 11, not a 2. Keep one of my kids is a life path number 11, and I write 11 on him. And when he's doing certain things, actually he a life path number 22. He's a life path number 22. And I write 11 on him right now, and I told him later on in life we'll go to the number 22. But he's young, so I'm like, don't jump straight to 22. We got to build that up, right? But he definitely not a number 2. He's a life path number 22. But right now I be writing 11 on him. And I make him choose the number 11. For everything that he do, I'm like, you need to be wearing 11. You need to have your wings on you. Okay? So, you know, like 1 wing here, 1 wing there. You got to pick a number. 11 people in here right now. That's where you have to go towards. Let's see. Before we get up out of here. Let me get, where's my book? Let me see what Psalms 11 is. I like to use Psalms to, I like to use Psalms when it comes to numbers, okay? Yes, it's 22, 2. I just have it. No, you're grown as hell. It's 22. If you're grown, your life path number 22. Don't half it. Don't cut your power in half. If you do the work, you do the work. So you're a 22. You're not a life path number 11. My kid is 15, 16 years old, you know? He a life path number 11. He ain't done a lot of work. And he was a life path number 2 at some point. He was a life path number 2, but then we both experienced the passing of Sakai. So shit, he gotta upgrade, I gotta upgrade. You get what I'm saying? Like we took that initiation together. So Psalms 11. Triumph over adversities. That's Psalms 11. Triumph over adversities. In the Lord, I put my trust. Say ye to my soul, flee as birds to your mountain. For lo, the wicked bend their bows. They are ready. They make ready their arrows upon strings, that they may shoot at the upright in my heart. If the foundation be destroyed, what can the righteous do? The Lord is in his holy temple. The Lord's throne is in heaven. His eyes behold, his eyelids try the children of men. Try the children of men. The Lord's tired the righteousness, but the wicked in him, they loved violence of his soul. Upon the wicked he shall rain snares, fire and brimstones, and a horrible tempest. This shall be the portion of their cup. For the righteousness, the Lord loved righteousness. For the righteous, the Lord loveth righteousness. His content both behold the upright. To behold, the thing is to behold the upright. When it seems that there is no justice or no escape from those who seek to hurt you, sit quietly and meditate upon this psalm. I'm talking about palm. Upon this psalms, which assures us that the wicked will surely be punished and that the Lord loves those who practice the ways of love. Okay, so that's Psalm 11, but you're not 11. You're a 22. So when you elevate deliverance from despair, I'm not going to read all this. I'm going to read 22 of 22. That's what I'm going to say. And it says to read the Psalms beside the warm glow of a pink candle will surely brighten one's attitude and assist them in seeking a solution to a trying solution. At any time one is discouraged, repeat verse 19 for instant help and encouragement. So I'm going to read 19. It says, but be not thou far from me, O Lord. O my strength has thee to help me. Number 22 of Psalms 22, verse 22. It says, I will declare thy name until my breath. In the midst of the congregation will I praise thee. Okay? I love God, dog. In the midst of the congregation, I will praise them. Okay? My life path number is 7. To break a hex. Comfort when falsely accused. Ensure a just verdict in court. And overcome cross conditions. I'm not going to read all that. I'm going to read Psalm 7, verse 7. So shall the congregation of the people compass thee about. For their sake, therefore, return thou on high. The Lord shall judge the people. Judge me, O Lord, according to my righteousness and according to the mind and integrity that is mine. Okay? So that's asking God to judge you. To judge you on your mind and what is in your mind and what your intentions is. This is when people falsely accuse you of something, or to make sure that, you know, anybody, and that's justice anyway with life path number 7. Love you, sending you a lot of love and light and healing and all of that. And you're very welcome. I'll see you in the spirit realm, okay? See you in the spirit realm. And this book that I'm reading from is called Powers of the Psalms. I just got it right on Amazon, y'all. Powers on the Psalms. I got it a few years on Amazon, but I'm sure it's still there. And this is something like you can look at your birthday. You can look at your life path number, your soul urge number. You can look at all of that and go within. Okay? Go within. Use these things, these tools that Spirit gave us to navigate through this spiritual war. Okay, these spiritual battles or whatnot. All right? Shit. Gotta fight. You gotta fight. You gotta fight. You can't just let them win. We can't just let them win. All right, so that's the ending. Girl, yeah, guys, that's it. I love you guys. I'm sending love and light to you all, back to you guys. I'm returning all energy that is not mine. I'm asking for clearance. Anything that is not mine, everything that I am reading, everything that, you know, Spirit is putting in front of me, I'm asking you to return it back to sender. Return it back to sender. All right? Return it back to sender. And Divine, please help them and charge them with the ability to make sound decisions and guidance with what they have received in this message. Thank you so much, Spirit. So clear, censor. All right. Thank you so much, Divine. All right. I love you guys. I'll check y'all out later. Don't forget to like, subscribe onto my channel. I'll